Labor Day is the traditional start of the campaign season in the U.S. So tonight we bring you a story about one of the most high-profile races for November. Chief Political Correspondent Carl Cameron on the not-so-civil war over a Senate seat in the Bluegrass state.
We love you. We love you.
To block Republicans from winning the Senate majority and prevent him from becoming its leader, Democrats are doing everything they can to defeat five-term Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell.
It all begins this November with a new majority leader in the Senate.
Voters are angry at Washington, and McConnell's not that popular. But President Obama and his agenda are decidedly unpopular in this red state. Democratic rival Kentucky Secretary of State Allison Lundergan Grimes is the daughter of the state's former two-term Democratic Party chairman. From the outset, she's distanced herself from President Obama.
I am not an empty dress, I am not a rubber stamp, and I am not a cheerleader.
But she does lend her voice to the Democrats' charge that GOP social policy amounts to a war on women.
I think Mitch McConnell's failed record when it comes to women speaks for itself. Voting against the Violence Against Women's Act, Paycheck Fairness Act, Lilly Ledbetter Act.
Published polls here, the last couple of them, show me running even with women.
Grimes has been criticized for not aggressively denouncing a Democratic lawmaker accused of sexual harassment and groping by 3 female government staffers. Eventually, the lawmaker resigned. Grimes' father's become an issue, too. He owns Huge Ass Burgers in Lexington. The menu includes Abby's Huge Ass, named after his daughter Abigail, and Charlotte's Rack, reference to barbecue and his wife, and the Tiny Tush.
Grimes is renting a tour bus from her father's company for less than fair market value.
Questions swirling whether her campaign gets an illegal sweetheart deal.
McConnell launched that attack over the weekend. Friday, his campaign manager stepped aside after his name surfaced in an investigation of Ron Paul's 2012 Iowa presidential campaign, totally unrelated to McConnell. The Senate GOP leader has never wavered in his purpose blocking the Obama agenda and says if he runs the Senate, that won't change.
We're going to use the power of the purse to challenge him. Now, he can veto the bills, and that generally produces a discussion about compromise, but at least he'd get something on his desk that made him uncomfortable. That hadn't happened in 6 years.
It's already the most expensive race in the country. Tens of millions of dollars have already been spent. And by Election Day, it could shatter spending records, breaking $80 to $100 million, the most expensive Senate contest ever. Brett?
Carl Cameron in Kentucky. Carl, thank you. A missionary